He had a nerve to try to step to me and punk me out of my position. So I'm in my salon cleaning up, waiting for my next client. And this guy comes and sits, like, I had this like little step near my salon, like the salon door. So he comes and sits there and starts smoking his weed and things like that. So I come out the door like, excuse me. He did not budge when I opened that door. He looked at me like, and then I'm like, and it's funny because I was not fearful. It took me back for a minute, but I wasn't fearful. And it was just he and I right there. And he was a man, he's bigger than me, a little bulkier. But at that moment, God took over and I was like, listen here. So I said, excuse me, can you move? He was like, this ain't your block. I'm like, this is my business. He was like, you don't own this block. I said, but I own this business, right? So he stood up. So I'm like, okay, all right. So he stood up. So I'm talking to the guy like, all right, guy, what we gonna do? So I stood there. And he looked at me, I looked at him, and I don't remember what I said, but I said a scripture or I said something about God, and he was like, the devil knows the scripture too. And I said, yeah, I bet he does. And we transpired some words, and then literally out of nowhere, he transforms into this nice person. Like whatever he was in a spell over or whatever was on him, it came off. And I'm standing there like, what the heck just happened? He like, oh yeah, yeah, my name is such and such. I do work down there at the church sometime. I'm like, at the church. And I'm standing there because I was ready to go to war. And it's crazy because I'm a female, he's a male, and I'm ready to go to war. But it was that God in me, and I was not backing down because this is my business. You are not going to come and step into my territory and scare my clients away. They'll be afraid to walk in because there's some guy sitting on my stoop smoking weed. We're not doing it over here. So the moral of the story is stop letting the devil punk you out your spot. Like, be smart about it, but stop allowing him to put that imposter syndrome in you and tell you you can't finish something, or this ain't your block no more, or you don't own nothing, or you're never going to be nothing. Stop believing the lie. See, you are allowing him to create your narrative for you. This is why you keep ending up in this stuck position. This is why you can't seem to move forward with the things that God is telling you to move. And we've all been there. And there's some things in my life that I'm still working on getting over that. And it just comes down to making a solid decision. That's it. You know that it's time for you to write the book, time for you to start the business, time for you to get on stage and speak, time for you to get that life coaching certification or start your ministry, whatever it is. But you keep allowing him to punk you out of your position. So if you know that you need to change that right now, then I want you to type the word ready in all